Hello, it's Robert Miner with Dynamic Traders Group with our DT trade strategies for the week beginning May 17th, where we do this short video of about 10 minutes for our Twitter and YouTube followers, where we highlight 2 or 3 markets that are in a position for potential trade setup or in a position where we may be seeing a reversal in the next week or two. If you like what you learn here, and by the way, no matter what markets we talk about, you can apply what we teach you to any market in any time frame. And if you like what you hear, check out my book, High Probability Trading Strategies, or DT Reports at dynamictraders.com. Okay, let's get started. If you trade Bitcoin, I hope you took advantage of the information we gave you last week, where this last week we were looking for the completion of this corrective rally and then a continuation of the bear trend to a new low. It's exactly what happened. And this is pretty simple, straightforward Elliott wave analysis. And if you don't know Elliott wave, get to know it. Keep it simple. It's really helpful. We had a decline, 5-wave decline for a 1 or A. We were working on this overlapping correction, a wave 2 or B. We can take the question mark off it now, and when it was complete, it would probably continue to a new low. That's exactly what happened. On Wednesday, it closed below not just the little minor swing low, but this the closing low of this wave 1 or A. So the wave 2 or B is confirmed. The decline should continue eventually to around 42,000. That's kind of the minimum target in over the next few weeks. So while we're going to probably see a daily low in the next couple of days, that's a daily low followed by a 3 to 4 day corrective advance and then a continuation of the bear trend probably to around 42,000. And that's just a typical target zone. I would be looking at somewhere around from 37,000 down to 30,000 as the more probable target zone. We'll update that in the weeks to come, but this is the most pure and simple Elliott wave pattern analysis you're probably ever going to see. So more than likely, continuation decline in Bitcoin. One of the things that's very important when you're trading is that if the technical position of a market, regardless of what kind of technicals that you follow, if they indicate something different, a change in trend, a reversal, a pattern that is not as anticipated, you need to change your thinking really quick. That's what's happened with gold in the last 2 weeks for me, as I was anticipating, I won't go into the details, but that we were making a corrective rally off this March 8th low because of the action of the last 2 weeks, and we've exceeded the time and price targets for a corrective rally. And if you look at the close-only data, more than likely, we're in the beginning stages of a major bull trend. So I was incorrect. However, didn't lose money because of being incorrect because of trading strategies, because you make money on trading strategies, not on forecasting. So here we are, probably a 5-wave advance. Elliott wave terms, that means the higher time frame is bullish, and that's more than likely the case. However, we're within a day or two of making a weekly high. A weekly high is a high that should be followed by a 2 to 3, usually even 4 week or so corrective decline. So we're very near, it's not a position that you want to go long in, but in 2 or 3 weeks or so, when we make a corrective decline, I should say if we make a corrective decline as anticipated, it'll be a fantastic setup on the long side. So again, real traders, they know when to shift position, to shift their outlook. They do that whenever the technicals change position. That's happened for me. And if amateur traders, the people that are going to lose, that try to forecast and they want to hold to that forecast no matter what, and we call it confirmation bias. They look for technicals that'll confirm their bias. No, I want to be like a Zen trader. When the market's telling me I'm wrong, I'm incorrect, and the technicals are shifting to the other way, I want to shift because I'm in this only to make money, not to be right. That's what you ought to be in it for. Okay, gold, weekly high, if it's not complete, ought to be within the early part of next week. Corrective decline lasting at least 2 to 3 weeks. Then there'll be potentially a wonderful opportunity on the long side to continue what we may be in just the early stages of a major bull trend. Notice I say maybe, probably, etc. I'll let you know if we get in that position in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So this is the SPX weekly data. I haven't looked at this in a few weeks in our YouTube, Twitter updates. Going to take a look at it now. We're on the verge of a reversal if it hasn't already been made. Just wanted to show you the weekly. The weekly actually closed below the closes of the last 4 weeks this week. However, it bounced up and closed above mid-range, so that's not a real strong confirmation of a weekly reversal. But you want to keep in mind the weekly momentums have already made a dual look-back bear reversal after being overbought for 4 weeks. So any upside should be really limited before we complete a weekly high. Here's the daily data. There's 2 potential immediate wave counts. One of them indicates we've already made a wave 5 of 5 high. Now that completes the trend from the September 2020 low. So that's a pretty significant high that should last several weeks, if not 2 or 3 months. However, it hasn't been confirmed yet, and we made a daily momentum bull reversal on Thursday. So there's a potential that this is an irregular ABC. We'd make a new high. Don't get excited if it makes a new high. We're in weekly momentums are already bearish. The higher time frame trend indicates that we're in whether this is a wave 5 of 5 high or this is the wave 4 low, and we're going to make a slight new high. We're in the very final stages, the last few days before we complete a multi-week high. And the next daily momentum DT oscillator dual time frame bear reversal will be the signal that we have a dual time frame daily weekly momentum reversal to complete a weekly high and then be sideways to down for several weeks. So it's all becoming quite a bit clearer, even though we have 2 potential wave counts as of last Wednesday's low. One would be a slight new high early next week, followed by a reversal and then a continuation of a weekly bear trend. Be aware of that. Be aware that we're very, very close to making a weekly high if it hasn't already been made. It should be complete no later than about Wednesday of next week. Thanks so much for checking out these videos. Keep safe. Keep healthy. I'll be back with you next week with some updates.